get done with, done quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bumps. They're gonna click 911 all over some dump. Ain't that something? It's remind me of club. 'Cause every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him. I explain to fight what you do, and you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, Atlanta.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
A play fake. Down, 2 of the throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Kyzir White able to make the tackle.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Go ahead.
A shotgun snap to Tua. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
All right, come on.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. To the right, that's Pitts. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Algier. Touchdown! Terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting the game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready. 6:22 meters. 10.
Here's Young now to throw right away. That one taken in by Ted McMillan. And he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Panther first down. Another try with Brooks. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Linebacker Troy Anderson there to make the play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 14 on that play. 1 first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready, John? Ready.
That Now it's Tua. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Falcon first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That's to Pitts, the tight end. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It is a big play there for the Falcons. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Tua. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, here's Tua. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And a big collision there. Down near the goal line. Keeps him out of the end zone.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Robinson is in for a touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. With Brooks to begin this drive. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Divine Diablo there to make the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and That's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Young, and that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. The motion man is Sanders. On 4th down, Young. That's taken in, and he will get the 1st down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On play action, Young. That's downfield. He's got Sanders, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a 1st down. Young going to give it to Brooks. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Look at play action with Young. He finds McMillan downfield, and it's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
Ready, quick, yellow. Pitch, ready.
Here's a run. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
60 red.
On 2nd down, Young trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. 2nd and 10. Out of a pistol, here's Tua. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming. and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 10. Here's 2. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Bradley Pinion in punt
The
formation.
Falcons getting their punter out there. Trevor Etienne is back deep for Carolina. To be returned from the other side of midfield. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going.
Got it. Ready.
On 1st down is Young. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
At the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the play. 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete. It's Jimmy Horn Jr. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team a 1st down.
Let's go next. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Clark Phillips, the corner, there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready up.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Set punt. Ready.
Now, faking the give. That's to the left side. Hauled in by Leggett. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Yellow.
Now Young. That's taken in by McMillan. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
First down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Scrambling to his left, escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the 2nd look, and indeed this call will be overturned. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Young. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. From the gun, it's Young. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
His kick is perfect. And the Panthers are on the board just before halftime.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. On the bootleg, it's Young. Open man is Horn. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's a Carolina first down. Off the play fake. Here's Young. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. And let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is 4th down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Ready.
On the ground, they go with Brooks. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
Out of a shotgun. Young. To the right side, he finds McMillan.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal.
And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself.
And this will pay off. It is caught. Xavier Legette, touchdown Carolina. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense, let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do. Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tua now on 1st down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This will be returnable from his own 15. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man downfield is Legette. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Here we go.
To throw is Young, who outs another catch for his favorite target. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down.
First down.
The motion man is Sanders. On the ground, it's Brooks. He'll take this down inside the 30. Out from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Young. I-hand defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will get into the end zone. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
At their own 35-yard line.
The bootleg, here's Tua. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And we're going to work this down inside the 45. 14 on the pickup. First down, Atlanta.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
44, ready.
On first down, right back to Robinson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
We're starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
We had a chance to talk with the defensive coordinator. He said they stressed all week to their pass rush. Flush the quarterback to his right. As a lefty, that's not the natural side most guys want to go, but in this case, he gets away with it.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Falcons. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
17.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard.
Little play action with Young. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. James Pierce working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. And so, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They need one right now. 3rd and long.
Yes, ready.
Here's Young. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
At their own 28-yard line.
A give, and here comes Robinson. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown Atlanta. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. On 1st down is Young. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw, Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. On play action, Young. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
We'll go once more with Brooks. bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Zach Harrison on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Third and 5. Here's Young to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Notre Dame.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Center with Robinson, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On second down, here's Tungo Valoa. That is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Valoa. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That was intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
Got his man at the 6. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
first and goal.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Five yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. The motion man is Sanders.
32. Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
When you can bring quarterbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offense has spent all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
That is caught, and he will score. Game on. Teteroa McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Take the handoff. Now, Tua exiting the pocket right. Taking off. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. On first down, it's Robinson. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Brings up second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Robinson. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They snap it to Tua. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have a Falcons first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies that keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can and it's dry. Grinding this special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help rise. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in that sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Cash, money, cash, Anna, bring them so much. I don't wanna. I just to the door, no one spend. I took the Billy cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, right, wow. I'm still up, ties, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the hood was on the shelf. In the fan. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they find it, telling me lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this dribble my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier ass to watch. Cartier look, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200.